said so yesterday. But it's the deal they could get. It's the deal that they came up with to help the nation avoid default. With me now is the RNC chairman, Reince Priebus. Nice to see you today, Reince.
Hey, Contessa, how are you?
I'm pretty good. So here you're having the press secretary in the position of not only selling this to Republicans, but selling it to Democrats as well. What's your reaction to the deal they've come up with and what the implications are for politics in the future?
Well, Contessa, I think I'm in the same boat maybe that you are, maybe a little bit, a little bit more, but I would tell you that I think some of these details are being looked at right now by the Republican caucus, and I'm sure people like Paul Ryan and Dave Camp and others are looking into, you know, what the cuts are, what the mechanism is for getting more cuts and making sure that the cuts are real and that they actually match up to the level of the debt limit increase. But my reaction, Contessa, is that at the end of the day, Speaker Boehner and Mitch McConnell changed the course and direction of the debate in this country of not doing. You know, Tim Geithner a month ago and the president said anything other than a clean debt limit increase would be un-American. That's what they told us. But in reality, we changed the debate and said, look, this has to be about spending cuts. It's not about corporate jets. It's not about increased taxes. This is about tackling the problem in Washington, which is spending that's out of control. And I think, at the very least, given all of the different you know, things that are going on here in Washington, at least the issue is focused in on spending, and it sounds like that's what the deal that Boehner and Mitch McConnell have struck here.
Reince, you're giving Republicans a lot of the credit for changing the discourse. Are you sure you want that? Because in many cases, when you're looking at the polls now, it looks like a vast majority of American voters are fed up with the process. They don't like the way the conversation has been changed.
Well, I think people like the direction of at least the tackling of our issue here on spending in Washington. I think people appreciate that. I'm sure they don't like the circus that's gone on here for 3 weeks, but I'll tell you, if it wasn't for the Republicans in Congress, we wouldn't have had any discussion. What we would have had is maybe a stimulus 2 package of a couple $1 trillion and more spending and more taxes, which will lose even more jobs that this president has already suffered.
And do you think that the Tea Party was helpful for getting the Republican agenda where you wanted it to be?
You know what, the Tea Party's been helpful all along. You know, I think we're all in this conservative fiscal movement together. We had historic victories in 2010, much to do with the Tea Party movement, and I think that the focus in on spending, states' rights, and our Constitution in this country is something that's been very valuable, and I think that's caused us to be able to focus in here a little bit more on spending, and I think but for the Tea Party. So no, I think it's been great.
Reince Priebus, it's good to have you on. Thank you.